Welcome back to another episode of Explore Taiwan. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophia. Hey, Alex. I've been feeling so stressed out lately with work and the city noise. I seriously need a quick getaway. Like, just a weekend trip to clear my head, breathe some fresh mountain air, you know?
Well, honestly, you are in luck, Sophia. Because today, we are going to talk about the absolute perfect destination for a 2-day, 1-night getaway. We are heading up to Lala Mountain.
Oh, Lala Mountain. Wait, isn't that famous for those massive ancient trees and super sweet peaches?
Yes, exactly. It's located in Fuxing District in Taoyuan. And today, we've actually prepared 2 completely different itineraries for our listeners. We call them Proposal A and Proposal B.
Oh, I love options. What's the main difference between them?
Well, it basically comes down to where you stay, because the accommodation completely changes the vibe of the trip. Proposal A is for people who love staying high up on the mountain ridge for epic views, sunsets, and starry nights. We suggest staying at Loving Farm for that one.
Loving Farm? That sounds so romantic.
It really is. And Proposal B is for travelers who prefer absolute privacy, the soothing sound of a running river, and honestly, incredible gourmet food. For that, we recommend a hidden gem called福缘Villa.
Wow. Okay, you already have my full attention. Before we dive into the details, let's do a quick vocabulary check for our listeners who are learning English. You used the word itinerary. Can you explain what that means, Alex?
Oh, sure. An itinerary, spelled I-T-I-N-E-R-A-R-Y, is basically a detailed plan or a route for a journey. It tells you exactly where you are going and what time you'll be doing things. So, if you are planning a trip, you need an itinerary.
Perfect. An itinerary. Got it. So, let's talk about Proposal A first. Walk me through day 1 of this walking on clouds experience.
All right. So for Proposal A, day 1 starts around 10 in the morning. As you drive up the Northern Cross Island Highway, your first stop between 10 and 11:30 a.m. is Jiaoban Mountain Park.
Oh, I've heard of that park. There's a famous bridge there, right?
Exactly. The Shiko Suspension Bridge. It's beautiful to look at and walk across. But honestly, Sophia, my favorite part about stopping there is the local food. You absolutely have to try the deep-fried local shiitake mushrooms. They are crispy on the outside, incredibly juicy on the inside, and just bursting with flavor.
Oh, stop it, Alex. You're making my mouth water already. Deep-fried mushrooms sound heavenly. What's next on the itinerary?
Well, after that tasty snack, you keep driving up the mountain. By 12:30 p.m., you'll arrive at Lower Bailing or Upper Bailing Street. This is the main commercial area on the mountain. From 12:30 to 1:30 p.m., it's time for a proper lunch. You can enjoy traditional Atayal tribal cuisine. You should definitely try the local free-range chicken and wild boar meat.
Wait, let's pause for a second. A tail? That's one of Taiwan's indigenous tribes, right?
Yes, it is. The Atayal people have a rich culture and a deep connection to the mountains. Eating their traditional food is a huge part of the experience. And when I say free-range chicken, I mean chickens that roam around freely outside, so the meat is much firmer and more flavorful than regular chicken.
Ah, free-range chicken. That makes sense. It sounds much healthier too. Okay, so after a hearty indigenous lunch, where are we heading?
From 2 to 3:30 p.m., you're going to visit the Bailing Ancient Trail Ecology Park. It's a wonderful place because they have these raised walkways built right into the forest canopy. You can walk high above the ground, look at the lush greenery, and just take deep breaths of what we call phytoncides.
Phytoncides? That sounds like a very scientific word, Alex. What does it mean?
Haha, it does sound scientific. Phytoncides are organic compounds released by trees and plants. When you walk in a forest, breathing them in actually helps reduce stress and boosts your immune system. In Taiwan, people often call this a forest bath.
Oh, a forest bath. I need that so badly right now.
Don't we all? And while you are on the trail, you will also get a fantastic view of the Baling Bridge. It's this massive, bright red bridge that creates a beautiful contrast against the green mountains. It's the ultimate spot for taking photos.
I can already picture it on my social media. Red bridge, green trees, perfect contrast. So, after taking a million photos, what's next?
Around 4 p.m., it's time to check in at Loving Farm. Now, timing is everything here, Sophia, because 4 o'clock is exactly when the magic happens. Loving Farm sits at an elevation of about 1,600 meters. At this time of day, you can stand on their terrace and witness a spectacular sunset over a vast sea of clouds. It literally feels like you are standing on top of the world.
Wow, a sea of clouds? That sounds absolutely breathtaking. I mean, honestly, just imagining that makes me feel relaxed. And what about dinner?
You'll have a cozy dinner right there at the farm. And the best part? Because the farm is so high up and completely away from city lights, there is zero light pollution. At night, you can just step out onto their wide platform, look up, and admire a sky full of bright twinkling stars. If you're lucky, you can even see the Milky Way clearly.
That sounds like a dream. No wonder you call Proposal A the Starlight and Galaxy Journey. But wait, we still have day 2 for Proposal A, right?
Oh, definitely. Day 2 is all about the giants. You want to wake up early, have breakfast at the farm, and then from 8:30 to 11 a.m., you drive straight to the Lala Mountain National Forest Recreation Area.
Oh, that's where the giant trees are.
Yes, the ancient tree trail is very well maintained, flat, and easy to walk. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete the loop. You get to walk among over 20 ancient giant red cypress trees that are over 1,000 years old. It's incredibly humbling to stand next to something that has been alive for 10 centuries.
1,000 years old? That's mind-blowing. I bet the air there smells amazing, like pure cedar and cypress.
It really does. It's so fresh. And after finishing the trail around 11:30 a.m., you head back down to the main street for lunch. Now, Sophia, if you happen to visit between June and August, you have a very important mission.
A mission? What kind of mission?
You must buy the fresh local peaches. Lala Mountain is famous for its high-altitude peaches. They are incredibly sweet, fragrant, and so juicy that it runs down your chin when you bite into them. Roadside vendors sell them everywhere during the summer.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. I will buy a whole box.
Aha, I knew you would. Finally, around 3 p.m. on your way down the mountain, you'll make a final stop at Daxi Old Street. It's a historical street with beautiful Baroque architecture. You can walk around, try some traditional handmade tofu pudding, and buy some of Daxi's famous dried tofu as souvenirs before heading home.
That is a beautifully complete itinerary. Handmade tofu pudding is my absolute favorite dessert. Wow. Okay, so that was Proposal A with Loving Farm. Now, I'm really curious about Proposal B, the one with Fuyuan Villa. You said it's all about a hidden valley and amazing food?
Yes. Proposal B has a totally different energy. It's for people who want peace, quiet, and luxury comfort. So, for day one of Proposal B, you start around 10:30 a.m. Instead of Jiaoban Mountain, your first major stop is the Xiaowulai Scenic Area.
Ah, Xiaowulai. They have a glass skywalk, right?
Yes. They have a transparent glass skywalk that extends out over a cliff. When you look straight down through the glass, you can see the roaring waterfall right beneath your feet. It's a little terrifying, but super thrilling.
Oh, wow. My knees would definitely shake, but it sounds like an awesome rush. What do we do after that adrenaline kick?
Well, from 1 to 2:30 p.m., you arrive at Lower Bailing to have a relaxing, leisurely lunch. Take your time, enjoy the mountain breeze, and then, at 3 p.m., you do an early check-in at Fuyuan Villa.
Why check in so early? Usually, people want to stay outside exploring.
Because Fuyuan Villa itself is the destination. It's located deep down in a secluded valley, right next to a pristine mountain stream. The entire property is surrounded by dense forest and beautiful gardens cared for by the owners. When you get there, you just want to unpack, have some afternoon tea, take a slow stroll around the grounds, and listen to the gentle sound of the rushing river. It's pure relaxation.
Ah, I see. It's about slowing down. I mean, honestly, sometimes the best part of a vacation is doing absolutely nothing in a beautiful place.
Exactly. You get it. And the highlight of staying at Fuyuan Villa happens at 6 p.m. They serve a private, multi-course gourmet dinner that is prepared by the hosts. Every single guest who stays there raves about the food. They use fresh, local, seasonal ingredients to create these incredibly refined dishes like their famous grilled fish. But remember, you have to reserve the dinner in advance when you book your room, or you'll miss out.
Oh, wow. A private gourmet dinner in a hidden valley. That sounds like a 5-star experience in the wilderness. Sign me up. So, what does day 2 look like for Proposal B?
Well, since Fuyuan Villa is geographically very close to the entrance of the giant tree forest, you get a huge advantage on day 2. You can have breakfast at the villa and leave by 8 a.m.
Oh, so you become an early bird.
Yes, an early bird. By entering the Lala Mountain National Forest Recreation Area between 8 and 10:30 a.m., you completely beat the crowds. You get to experience the ancient giant trees when the forest is dead silent, except for the morning birds. It feels completely sacred.
That is a smart move. I hate crowded trails. It ruins the nature vibe.
Exactly. And after your peaceful morning walk, you head down the mountain between 11 a.m. and noon. On the way down, you can make quick stops at the Bailing Bridge and the Bailing Ancient Trail Ecology Park to stretch your legs and enjoy the valley views.
Oh, nice. So you still get to see the Red Bridge and the Ancient Trail just on the second day instead of the first.
Precisely. It balances the driving time perfectly. Then from 12:30 to 2 p.m., you stop at Upper Bailing Street for lunch to fuel up. And finally, around 2 p.m., you can enjoy a smooth, relaxed drive down the mountain and head home early, avoiding the evening traffic.
Wow, Alex. Both options sound so incredible. I'm honestly having a really hard time choosing between Proposal A and Proposal B. How do I decide?
Well, let's look at our final decision guide to help you choose. If your dream is to see endless mountain views, dramatic sunsets, a sea of clouds, and a sky full of stars from a high altitude, then without a doubt, you should choose Proposal A and stay at Loving Farm.
Okay, that makes sense. High altitude, big views, stars. And what about Proposal B?
If you prefer to avoid crowds, love the sound of flowing water, value privacy, and consider yourself a foodie who wants a spectacular, high-quality dinner, then I highly recommend Proposal B with福缘Villa.
You know what? I think I might lean towards Proposal B because that private gourmet dinner and the sound of the river sound exactly like the therapy I need right now.
Haha, I had a feeling you'd choose the food option, Sophia. But honestly, no matter which one you choose, a 2-day, 1-night trip to Lala Mountain is guaranteed to recharge your batteries.
It really sounds like it. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. We hope this detailed itinerary helps our listeners plan their next mountain adventure in Taiwan.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and leave a comment telling us which proposal you prefer. Until next time.
Happy travels! Bye-bye!
Bye, everyone.